All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock. We are here at Brock, the game day prep event that we have been to. Yeah, I probably want to. I don't know. I don't think I want to sit. I'm just at this little reception desk, but I kind of want everybody to see all the Brock stuff going on everywhere. But maybe I could turn this. And you can see the game day prep event sign, the Brock sign behind me. I had it there somewhere, didn't I? There it is. All right. What's up, everybody? So this game day prep event today here at Brock. Really cool, awesome event, man. One of the things I love about Brock and the Brock Foundation is the outreach that they do for prep and elementary athletes. So this is a huge event. They opened up at 7 and they're going till noon, and they've already had over 800 athletes come through here to get their physicals. So again, it's a totally free event. If you know someone who's an elementary or high school athlete, and this is for the people watching live. If you watch later, you're gonna miss it. But it's 10:30, so 90 more minutes here at Brock on Bluebonnet. You can't miss it. There's big tents outside and everything, but totally free event to come out and get your physical for your high school athletes or your elementary athletes for next year. So for this coming year. So come on out. Dina and the crew are awesome, man. Dina Melanson is the head of Brock Foundation and does awesome work. Love being partnered with Brock. They've been awesome to me and all of us here at Morning Scone. So shout out to Brock. Okay. We'll say some good mornings here. Y'all, LSU last night. Oh my God. What a disgusting loss that was. To have had that game won, to have Griffin Herring in the game, you're 6 outs away from taking the first game, getting the 10 wins, and to have it absolutely fall apart the way it did. 2 outs in the ninth, and you go walk, hit by pitch, and then the swinging bunt, Milazzo throws it up the line. I mean, there's so many things in the game that you could point back to as to how you got there. I mean, Tommy White missing a base, took a run off the board, took you out of an inning where you might have even gotten more, but even still, no excuse, no real explanation. And the hardest part to really stomach at that whole thing is you look at the game last night against Bama and you look at game 2 against Florida as 2 games that LSU 100% blew. I mean, games they had won that got away from them. And how different are your fortunes right now if you had finished game 2 against Florida when you had a lead in the 8th with 2 outs and you get a strikeout that should have gotten you out of the inning and the ball kicked away, allowed the runner to get to the base, the run scored. And then last night, game 1 against Bama, just those 2, and you're at 11 wins and you need 2 more with 5 to play to get to 13. You feel awesome. Instead now, you really feel like you got to go win today and tomorrow. You've not been good in game 3s. And then you got Ole Miss coming in next weekend. So, man, that's one of those that could be absolutely gutting. I will be fascinated to see if and or how they get off the mat today. 4:00 first pitch, game 2. You got Luke Holman going against his former squad, in Tuscaloosa. So, I mean, if ever there was if you lose today, then I think your next 4, like you've got to win game 3 and then you have to sweep Ole Miss. That's a bad loss, and a bad loss counters or undoes a good win. And you had two good wins last week against A&M, and not that losing a game to Bama is bad, but like if you had gone and gotten routed in that game, it's one thing, but it was a game you had, and you're down to Bama twice in that ninth inning was down to their final strike. And even the play itself that Milazzo threw the ball up the line, when he fielded the ball, a lot of people said, should he let Herring get the ball? Milazzo fielded the ball. The runner was only halfway up the baseline. He had time. It was just set your feet, make a good throw, and he rushed it. And even in rushing the throw, it's a play Jones probably could have made too. But man, tons of blame. It's you focus on that end game scenario, but Jones not making the play, Milazzo not set his feet and making a good throw, Herring going walk, hit by pitch in the ninth with 2 outs. Tommy White missing the base. Golly, that is one that, however this season ends, you're going to look back, and if it does not go the way we want as far as this team getting into the postseason, we're going to look at that one and just be absolutely disgusted. So, you got to somehow find a way to flush it, come back, and try to win this one today. So, in any event, all right, y'all do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe up to the channel, Facebook, like the Matt Moscona page, share the post. We appreciate y'all for being here with us. As always, shout out to Brock. Brock has been with us forever, man. Maybe not since day one, but for a long time here. And we're at the game day prep event at Brock on Blue Bonnet. Love this place. Actually, right behind me, I'll show y'all. So if you're walking into surgical specialty and you go straight to the back, that's Brock, right? The door's right there. That's Brock. And that's the entrance for the game day prep event. I wish I could do something like this, but I don't know how I could stand and have that as my backdrop. So, but Kate, who handles marketing over here, was kind enough to give me her chair here at the volunteer check-in desk. So that's where I'm sitting. So game day prep event is going on until noon. So if you are I've seen a bunch of people already come by and say hello. So if you're coming out, you can't miss me. I'm sitting right here in the little center fishbowl. Just come by and say hello. James Charles, don't see how. What a heartbreaking loss. I don't see how LSU wins a series. Or this series. Look, you have an advantage today with Holman on the bump. Like that's a given. Like you do have an advantage on the mound today. But the real challenge is game 3. You've been awful in game 3s. You've been run ruled 3 times, and you would have been run ruled last week, but it was the ninth inning when A&M pushed past the 10-run threshold. So, I think they get today. I think if there was one in the series, I would have said, LSU's going to get that one. It would have been game 2. So I think LSU should get the one today if they can get themselves off the mat. But game 3 is a giant question mark, man. Wendell Norman, Will Hildebrand, Truax, what's good? Brad David, Bill Caffey, Go JRB, Spurge, James McKinney, David, what's up? Brant, last night made me sick. Could be a season-defining game. I don't feel good about tomorrow, even if they win today. That's kind of the point. Yes, and you're right. Need Luke Holman's best. Holman's got to give you his best outing. You got to go win today behind Luke Holman and give yourself a chance on Sunday to get game 3 and get this series. Because if you win today and you somehow get tomorrow and you win the series, then we could look back and be disgusted because it's one that you should have swept, but you still would have done what you needed to do was get 2. So, we talked about getting 4 of your final 6 to get to 13. That's still on the table without needing to sweep Ole Miss. But man, it's just because you had it. Ole Miss was down, or Alabama was down to their final strike twice in the ninth inning. Finish the game. Kelly Gross, morning, Matt. I need an autographed hat. You got it, Kelly. So we made the announcement yesterday for those that missed it. Terry Oana made the announcement on air. Parish, we are live. Website is live. Parishbuilt.com. Parishbuilt.com. Now, it is a placeholder website. We're going to be adding more content to the site. Right now, it's basically some of the info about us, and then a placeholder there for where you can fill out contact form and everything. The website is live. All the socials are live at Parish Built. Parish Construction and Roofing. So we're fired up for it. For those that missed the announcement, we had a great 3.5 year run with HUDCO, but ultimately, the way that we were structured, there were just 2 different philosophies about how to continue to grow and scale, and it's no hard feelings or anything. And just the decision was made. Hey, look, why don't we just start something new? So that's what we did. And so it's Tilly and Terrio and me and Joe Morales and Trent and Zach and Ty and Scott and all of our same crews. It's all of ours. It's Christine down to Christina. And when you call the parish office, Christina answers the phone, and she's our office manager. Like, it's all of our same people, but we're going to continue to grow and scale now, which is going to be a lot of fun. So really, I would really, really, really appreciate it. If you want to do me personally a solid, you can go to any of the social medias and just follow Parish Construction and Roofing. It'd be awesome. I'd appreciate it greatly. And of course, if you need a roof, do business with someone you know, Parish. We will absolutely be having maybe y'all can help me with this. So I'm trying to think of what sort of alliteration we could use. Like, of course we have the Hudco hat, but we're definitely gonna do a Parish hat party. But I'm like, what could we call it? Like some alliteration there. I thought about like the Parish polo, but that's not really as cool as the hat that everybody likes the hats. So anyway, but we got the hats yesterday. We got tons of them. We got more coming too. So spent a lot of money on hats. So y'all better wear them. Ryan Stadler, last night was awful. Maybe because of who it was. I don't know, man. Like, Bama in baseball isn't really the same as Bama in football, but it was awful because of what it was. You're fighting for your life to get in the postseason, and you have a road conference game, one where everyone is sacred. You have your best pitcher on the mound, and it's 2 outs, nobody on in the ninth, with Griffin Herring on the mound. The win probability had to be 99.9999999, and he goes walk, hit by pitch, and then the swinging bunt, chopper in front of the plate, and throw the ball up the line. Just for that sequence to unfold, just to give them the game without even them getting a hit. They scored the tying and winning runs without the benefit of a hit with 2 outs in the ninth inning. That's ugh. Guy Brooks, Will Hildebrand, Brock touches all the bases, unlike our boys. Yes, Tommy White did miss third base, which is funny when he homered later. If y'all noticed, if you were watching the game, if you missed it, it was at the second inning. It was the fourth. It was the third. So you're in a 1-1 ball game. White walked, Jones doubled, scored on the Jones double. It was in the third. And they appealed that White missed the bag at third. So now, not only does that run come off the board, but also you would have had a runner at second in Jones with Pearson up. Ugh, disgusting. Let's see. Black Connection Morning Scone didn't catch the game last night. Saw the highlights or lowlights. That was a choke in every way, no doubt about it. Gut punch. Taylor Hudson, good morning. Disheartening loss. Wheels fell off. Was that runner's interference in your opinion? I'd have to go back and look at it again to see if I thought it was runner's interference. That's not something that popped into my mind. Remember, runner's interference would only be if the runner was outside of the baseline, like intentionally and without an effort to get back into the baseline. I didn't think so. I just think Milazzo rushed the throw. Milazzo fielded the ball with the runner halfway up the baseline. He had time. He just had to set his feet and make a throw, and he just rushed it. And I think Jones could have moved his body to get more toward the ball. Even if he came off the bag, it would prevent the ball from going up the line. Worst case scenario, you're tied in that situation. But just a terrible thing all the way around. It's terrible for Herring to go walk, hit by pitch with 2 outs in the ninth. Terrible for Tommy White to miss a base. Anyway. Bubba Smith, good morning, Devin Kelly. Wish I could say I can't believe they blew that game last night. I can say it. Regardless of the struggles they've had. You've been playing better. You got your best pitcher on the mound with 2 outs in the ninth, and walk, hit by pitch, error, 2-run error. Ooh. That's the probability of that is almost impossible to quantify. Y'all smash the like button if you would. If you're a new, subscribe up to the channel, Facebook, like the Matt Scone page, share the post. Austin Kidder thought Herring threw strike 3 to end the game. I agree with you. It was called ball 4, or it was called ball. I agree with you. Herring thought he had it too. But even still, you got to overcome that. Craig Duga, Brian Wynn, what's going on? Let's see, got to take my hat off to the last Bama hitter to have the awareness to realize he was inside the line to move outside about 4 feet from getting to first base. Let's see. I guess I focused so much when I was watching that on Milazzo and Jones. I didn't even really pay attention to the runner. I'm watching it right now. Let me see. It's disgusting. I can't believe I'm going to watch this again. So Milazzo fields it. The runner didn't leave the baseline. Runner didn't leave the baseline. I mean, that was in no way runner's interference. That was perfectly executed by that runner. I mean, he never left the dirt. Cliff, what's going on, man? No excuse for last night. Flush it, bow up these next two. Team, man, you're right. I mean, Cliff, that's the mindset they got to have, and I hope they do. I mean, we can all be bummed, but we don't have to go suit up and play a game today. They do. So you're right. They better go flush and go win tomorrow. So, Jerry G, what's going on? Let's see. Clint, what's going on? Why did Milazzo even feel that? I feel like Herring was a better spot. Clint, I don't disagree with you, man. I think, but if you go watch it, and that is Milazzo's call, by the way. He very quickly threw his hands up and said, "I got it." So if you go back and watch it, I mean, I just saw it again. He very quickly says, "I got it," and but he had time to make the play. Like, I mean, Clint, like if he sets his feet and makes the throw, like you're not asking that question. I mean, you're not wrong to ask the question. I got you, but like, it's his call, and he very quickly and decisively made the call. Like, go watch it. I mean, Milazzo very quickly throws his hands up and says, "I got it," and Herring, moves away. So, I mean, I don't disagree that as the ball, I want to say like it was hit better than we thought because it was. I mean, it wasn't like, it's just a dribbler, but it was moving more rapidly toward the pitcher, and Herring probably could have gotten the ball quicker. I still don't think it mattered because remember also, Herring as a left-hander would have had to field and turn his entire body to field it. So, like, in that sense, Milazzo was right in making the play. So, anyway. Jerry G, thoughts on day one with Saints rookie minicamp. I need to hear some of the reports out of minicamp and how it went. Obviously got off air yesterday, went home, watched the baseball game, and I haven't heard. But, I'm obviously super interested to hear how the rookies like Rattler and Flunga do. The UDFAs are always interesting as well. A lot of people high on Dallin Holker from Colorado State, the tight end. So yeah, I'm curious to see how it comes. I'll see. Maybe wait till after the weekend to see what some of the takeaways are. Brant, what's going on? Aaron Hornsby, good morning. Look, I know we did a lot to lose the game there, but that was the worst non-call ever. Clearly runner interference. But that was I don't know what y'all are saying, man. Like, I'm watching the play again. That was not runner's interference. Not even close to runner's interference. I mean, I'm literally sitting here looking at it. He never leaves the dirt. I mean, Milazzo makes the play. I mean, the runner literally never leaves the dirt. I mean, he's on the chalk. I mean, if you're saying runner's interference, like, I don't get where you're coming from. He's on the dirt the entire time, and as he's approaching the base, he's on the chalk. So, no, that was not I mean, the worst non-call ever runner interference. Aaron, I don't know what you're looking at, man. Like maybe y'all are looking at some different clip than I am, but like I don't think that's even remotely close to runner's interference. Richie Zittman, worst loss of the year. Yeah, I mean, until this point, the worst loss of the year had been Game 2 against Florida, but that's opposite. I mean, your bottom 9, 2 outs, Griffin Herring on the mound. You had them down to their final strike twice, and it's not even like they got a hit to win it. To get the tying and winning run across with 2 outs without the benefit of a hit with your best pitcher on the mound is, I agree, it's absolutely the worst loss of the year. Absolutely. Brian, baseball's a funny game. By funny, I mean incredibly humbling and cool. That is true. Earl, what up? LSU put all the chips in last night to win. Could be the backbreaker. I don't know that they were all chips in, Earl. I mean, that's just the strategy that they followed. They had a lead. They went to their best guy, which is 100% the right thing to do and going to Griffin Herring there. But I don't know that I'd say that they were all chips into them there. You went to your 2 best guys. You went to who have been your 2 best guys, Little and Herring. So that's what you should have done. You blew it. You need a good start from Holman tonight. Hope you can get it. I'll tell you a guy who may have to come up big for LSU this weekend is Thatcher Hurd. That may be the guy that you're going to look for some length. And I'll remind you, last year, Hurd really kind of had his emergence. I want to pull this up. Bear with me. I want to pull this up just for one quick second. Because if I'm remembering correctly, I think Hurd had had a great performance last year against Alabama. Yeah. That was kind of when he started his turnaround. He went inning and 2/3 of no hit ball with a strikeout. He was really good against Bama, and that was kind of the. Before that, he gave up a run to Nichols, 2 to ULL, 3 to Kentucky. Like he had struggled, and that Bama game last year was kind of when he started his turnaround. So I think that's like. Because look, Herring threw 45 pitches yesterday. He's not available today. I don't know what he might be able to give you on Sunday, if anything at all. You're going to need some length out of someone. Maybe it's Guidry. But I think Hurd is probably a good candidate to be someone that you're going to have to count on this weekend, either today or tomorrow, and you're going to need him. Greg T, when I first tuned in, I thought you had a part-time gig at the DMV. I'm not at the DMV. I'm at Brock. Today is the Brock. For those just joining us, we're at the Brock Game Day Prep event. So there's Brock back there, of course. So it's an awesome event. It's a free event from the Brock Foundation. Brock Foundation is something I tell you all about from time to time, but Brock Foundation is awesome. It's they provide resources and outreach for prep athletes. So, this is an event where any athlete from elementary through 18 years old can come get their free physical and see a doctor, totally free, courtesy of the Brock Foundation. So it's currently 10:46. Excuse me. So they're here until noon. So it's not too late. Like if you want to come on by, if you're watching this on demand later, then obviously don't come by. But if you're watching this live, it's not too late. You want to bring your junior high school athlete by to get physical for their season, like you can come by. It's totally free. You get a cool Brock Game Day Prep shirt too. I'm definitely going to take one of these. Check these out. These are awesome. Look at that. It's an awesome dry fit shirt. So that's a 4XL. It's a 4X. That's for the offensive linemen that are coming through here. A 4X. How about that? I do not need a 4X. Burroughs. Seagar? Seagar. Got it. Oh, got it. Was the report about Neighbors and Jay Jets betting real? It wasn't Neighbors and Jefferson. It was Neighbors and Jaden Daniels. And yes, they both confirmed it. Neighbors said it on the pivot, and then Daniels confirmed it on Keyshawn's podcast that they had a $10,000 bet on who would be Rookie of the Year. My guess is that bet is going to be nixed by the league. Earl, Matt, did you find JJ stays with his pitchers too long? Little in here. Earl, do you realize that last night, like last weekend, everybody was outside of their mind because Jay pulled Herring in the ninth inning and went to Lower and or Little in the ninth inning and went to Lower and Guidry to finish game two? Like, guy can't win for trying, man. Like, no, he doesn't stay with his pitchers too long and he doesn't pull them too early. It's situational game by game. And last night, Griffin Herring facing the lefty was 100% the right thing to do. I mean, he was down. You're down at the final strike twice. And by the way, he made the pitch and got the dribbler in front of the mound. Like, we, even with all that happened, we still should be sitting here talking about LSU and how, man, look, Herring almost let it get away, got two quick outs, but then, lost his command there for a minute, walk, a hit by pitch, but then with the bases loaded and all the pressure, good on him for bearing down and making the pitch to get the little tapper in front of the mound to end the game. Like, that's what we should be saying today, but because all that happened until he threw Milazzo threw the ball off the line. So no, he didn't stick with his pitcher too long or take his pitcher out too early. That is very kind. Earl said, "Happy Mother's Day to Tanya, Mom, Matt." Got it. Let's see. Anthony, what about next year? Was with what we will be losing to draft and other stuff. Well, I think, look, a big part of it obviously is, I mean, you live in the portal era, so there are going to be parts of this team, that they're going to have to address. But look, Jones is going to be gone, especially the tear he's been on of late. He's a draft eligible sophomore, so he's going to be gone. Herring, Guidry, Kling are also draft eligible sophomores. My guess is Kling will be back. Guidry, I think, has a decision to make if he wants to pitch or play a position. And if he is looking to be a position player, I don't know that he's going to have that opportunity here next year. So does he stay? Does he transfer? I don't know. I just think that's an interesting one to watch. And then as for Herring, Herring's going to want to be a starter. So if Jay tells Herring, okay, you have the opportunity to come back and be a starter, then I think he comes back. But you never really know. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
No, you're quite. We're just talking sports and reminding people about the game day prep event right now. So, but next year when you look, you're going to lose Jump and you're going to lose Holman, but you're going to have Shores coming back off of injury, obviously. Then you have the two freshmen this year with Cade Anderson and Cam Johnson. That's 3. Herring would be 4. And then you're probably going to go look for a starting pitcher somewhere, just like you did last year with Skeens and this year with Holman and Jump. So, I mean, you can tell him, hey, we're going to give you an opportunity to be a starter, but does he actually win a job? I don't know. So that's one worth watching. But, Bingham will be gone and Travinsky will be gone. Milazzo will be gone. You're going to lose a lot, but you've cultivated some young talent this year. I know that they're already tapping into. There's some JUCO players they like that they're recruiting heavily, and I think are going to land. So I mean, look, obviously, Milam and Larson and Brown are young guys that they're really high on. Neal conceivably could be your catcher next year as a junior. So, I mean, they'll have tons of talent. I was asking her, so what would be for the Parish hat party? And the Parish hat doesn't have the same ring, so like, what could we do? Parish pants, fanny packs, y'all crazy. Go Tigers! Y'all going to build swimming pools or what? No, we're not. We're not building swimming pools. But it's Parish Construction and Roofing. So essentially, your commercial residential roofing, same thing. But the interesting thing that Terrio and Tilly have done with their Parish brand is they have waterproofing and then pure restoration, who you've heard me talk about as well. So, they're about to rebrand that to Parish Restoration as well. So it's funny. So it was Mold Zero. They rebranded it to Pure Restoration. Now they're putting everything under the Parish label, so it'll be Parish Restoration. Point being, it'll be the sort of all encompassing under that Parish brand. So. Please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe up to the channel, Facebook, like the Matt Moscona page, share the post. We appreciate y'all. Oh, look, I guess I could have been doing that all along. Is put Scott Perkins. Yeah, sorry, Scott. Jake, need to get that hat. I'll rock on the beach in Destin. Hey, man, so we have green, we have white, we have two-tone with gray and white. So we got good Parish Panama party. Okay. If Tommy didn't have the championship goodwill in the tank, he would be getting crucified. What, for missing the base? I mean, there's a lot of people, a lot of things you could complain about. Tommy White's not one of them. He missed a base yesterday. It's also not why you lost the game. You should have named it the Parish. Trivia Carter, good morning. Colton Mack, good morning. Jones had a hole in his glove, make the catch. I mean, there's that part of it as well. It should have been a better throw. Jones probably could have made the catch as well. Maybe Milazzo should have let Herring field it. I mean, even still, he had time. I mean, Milazzo scooped it and without setting his feet, sort of threw it sidearm. He had time to set his feet to throw. Jones probably should have caught the ball. Herring shouldn't have gone walk, hit by pitch. I mean, guys, there's tons of blame to go around. Let's see, DA, I agree with Musso's 7-run lead late in the game on the road. You win that game, losing the game with 2 outs again while having the lead bottom of the ninth bit us. Sorry. Hang on. We're never up. LSU was never up 7 in that game. Yeah, it was 7-3. They were up 4. They were up 7-3 in the 7th. Maybe that's what you meant, in the 7th. Will, why didn't Jay go calm down Herring in the 9th? I don't know. I think every pitcher is different. Some pitchers want you to come out, talk to them. Some don't. I think, do they know their talent? I think, do they know their players? Sometimes you don't want to disrupt rhythm. I think all those are fair questions. Oh man, he made the pitch. He got him to swing over the top. He dribbled one in front of the mound. He made the pitch. That's what you can't lose sight of. Like, he made the pitch. Contractor BR headed back from T-Town. Rough game. First away game experience. Different atmosphere in the box. Oh, yeah, man. That's the one you went to. Since they've renovated Sewell Thomas, it looks much nicer. But looks beautiful, actually. They did a gut renovation of it. But, yeah, that's not exactly the premier baseball environment you want to check. Larry Garner, what's up? Greg T. Holman has the weight of the season on his shoulders, not to mention facing his former team in their house, ton of pressure. That's true. I mean, just to say it flatly, you have one more game to play with. If your target is 13, like, you only have one more game like to play with. You have 5. You have to win 4 or 5. And you got to win today and tomorrow if you don't want to have the pressure of a sweep next weekend against Ole Miss. So you've got to win 4 of your last 5. So if you lose today, then you are in must win the rest of the way. I don't like saying must win until it's must win. You lose today, then you are in must win. You have to win your final 4. Tom, what's going on? Darren, what's going on? Do you not throw that ball, take the tie, go to extra and throw it? No. What? Darren. What? Darren, go. I'm sorry. Let me calm down. Or you have to go back and watch it. Milazzo fields the ball. when the runner is halfway, maybe just past halfway up the baseline. Like, it's a tough play, but it's a very, very makeable play for a high-level defensive catcher at the college level. You do not put that ball in your pocket. Of course you make that throw. You make the out. Like, the ball beat the runner there. He's just got to make a better throw. It's not like he threw the ball after the runner had already hit the base. Jimi Hendrix, what's up? Deborah Cowart, good morning. Irfan Sayad, is Parish Construction Roofing also doing fortified roofs? Yes, thank you, Irfan Sayad. Great point. Fortified roofs, of course. Breezy, what up, what up? Manny, morning. Hope fading. Feel good about the rest of the weekend. Got to feel good about today. By the way, can we give a shout out as well to Paul Skeens, going to make his debut today, 3 o'clock. So Paul Skeens, big league debut, 3 o'clock today for the Pirates against the Cubs. I believe that's on MLB Network. So I'll be tuned into that. Of course, we'll have LSU at 4, so I'll be dual screening it, but excited to see Paul Skeens make his big league debut. Justin, any chance we get the kid from Catholic High? So there's 2 kids actually from Catholic High, but the one you're talking about, I'm sure, is William Schmidt. Justin, I would yes, that's true. Schmidt will pitch today for the state championship in Sulphur against John Curtis, and he'll dominate him and Catholic win the game. But I don't think so. The thing that LSU has going for it is that Schmidt is a lifelong Baton Rouge LSU baseball fan. We actually talked yesterday, Justin, on AFR about this with Terrio. It was in hour 3. If you want to listen to it, I would highly recommend you go back. Maybe I'll clip it and post it. That's what I'll do. I'll clip it and post it. But so Terrio has helped coach and train William since he was 8 years old. So he gave us great perspective on him as a pitcher, a player, a prospect, a person, LSU fan, all that sort of stuff. So, it's all going to depend on if a big league team gives him his number, and it's going to be a big number. But if he gets it, then he needs to sign. But you could always come to LSU and get a solid 3 years of NIL, avoid ever having to ride a bus, and go the Paul Skeens route. Only with 3 years at LSU instead of 1, never riding a bus, and it being a piece of the rotation from day 1. 3 years at LSU, 3 years of solid NIL deals, be a top 10 pick in 3 years, make even more money, and avoid the minors. But then you also always run the risk of what if there's injury, what if it doesn't go well in college, draft stuff. I mean, do you take the bird in hand? It's always the question that every draft pick has to measure. Who dat for life? Chris says Roll Tide. Okay. I don't know if it's Tulane or what. Manny, good morning. What's up with Bingham? Bingham's not very good, man. I don't want to say it that way. God, that sounds so rude. Ashton Larson beat him out. Ashton Larson's been a better player. He's had a better bat. Bingham, you were hoping for a Gavin Dugas type performance from a veteran guy who's got 800 career at bats or whatever it is. Mac Bingham is hitting 274, on base percentage of 384. His number is lower than that in conference play. Larson's hitting 351 with a 436 on base percentage. Kid got his chance and has made the most of it and should be playing. Will said Milam is clutch. How about Milam's homer last night? Milam is 5-5 maybe. Oppo, Taco, no doubt are off the scoreboard. That was awesome, man. And he's been great at second base, too. Milam has been great at second base. Let's see. Jerry, first Tigers shouldn't have been in that position. Agreed. But that being said, ball looked like it hit in the batter's box first. Watch when and where it hits the dirt. If that's the case, when it be considered a foul ball. A better half an hour celebrating 40th anniversary. Have a great weekend. All right, Jerry. Happy anniversary, man. I don't know. I'm happy to look at it again right now. But it looks like it hit the chalk of the batter's box. And Jerry, honestly, I don't know how you rule that. It hit the chalk. Maybe the chalk would make it a fair ball. Interesting. I mean, I would guess that's in play, right? But it definitely hits. I mean, I'm looking at it. Definitely, it hits the chalk of the batter's box. But Milazzo, I mean, the runner isn't even fully out of the batter's box. And Milazzo's already saying, "I got it, I got it, I got it." I mean, Milazzo very quickly, urgently, immediately called it. He fields it, and he just never set his feet. I mean, and then Jones. I mean, when Milazzo is turning to throw, the runner is 3/4 of the way up the line. I mean, I have it freeze framed right here. Milazzo has the ball. Runner's 3/4 of the way up the line. Jones is inside the baseline. Runner's on the chalk. Everything's perfect the way it should be. Jones needed to come across and make the catch for sure. It was a terrible throw. It was a bad throw and a bad effort to make the catch. All the way around. Just one of those. Kyrie, what's up? 3-day work trip in Mississippi. Set up cameras, cables, phones, registers. All right. Okay. If we need a guy or two, let me know. Okay. Good looking out. Good looking out. What do you do? Let me know what you do, man. Austin, you're right about this. Larson cut Kling off the ball. Kling could have had scored around the 8th. That's very true. Kling absolutely would have made the play. The ball ended up landing kind of between them. Kling slid and sort of trapped the ball. But he slid, avoiding Larson, because otherwise his path would have been to the ball. They needed to communicate better. I think you're 100% right. That's another one where you look and you go, you probably should have been out. Will, 100%. He did make the pitch. He did. Yeah. Terriers ran a few years ago. Players rings true. Trying to put blame on players, not JJ. Players need to step up, period. Kyrie, I need to visit Brock. I'm 24 with the lower back of a bat with Scone. That's a bad place to be, brother. I hate to tell you. Kevin, loss hurts deep in the gut. Will, Pirates on the money line. Not a bad play. Jeff, Jeff, got you covered, man. We will have, and as I mentioned, we got Parish green. There's green, white, gray, and we've got 2 different logos. There's the Shield logo, and then there's another logo that's more of like a horizontal, almost like a street sign looking logo. But we got tons, and we got even more coming. So I'm a lean on y'all, man. I'm serious. Like, this is a big step for us because, in effect, we spent 3.5 years growing and branding another company, and we made the decision to say, like, we're going to do our own thing now. And so we're effectively starting from zero again. New social media accounts, new name, new everything, like starting from zero. I mean, we have our name because it's all the same people. It's Tilly and Terrio and me and Joe Morales and Scott and Ty and Zach and Trent and all of our same crews and Christina in the office. Like it's all of our, like it's everybody. We're just moving into a new thing though that we're starting from zero. So I mean, Morning Scone, y'all are my peeps, man. I mean, I love and appreciate y'all so much, and I'm asking y'all, like, I need y'all to go like our social medias. I need you to share the posts and help us as we. It's almost like like those old cars where you had to get a push start. You know what I mean? Like you had to get it moving to crank it, and then boom, then you could go. Like we're in that push start phase, and I need everybody to help us push, man. So we'll be slinging hats for sure. Would love it if y'all wear it. Wear it. Tag me, tag Parish, and everything. Most importantly, if you need a roof repair replacement, give us a shout, man. Same phone number. I mean, it's the same phone number, 364-1007. It's our phone number from our office here, 364-1007. So, this is going to be cool too. I can tell you all this now because we've closed on the building, like it's done. So, the Parish headquarters is going to be moving from our Perkins Road office to Lavo Lane. So if you turn onto Highlandia, so if you know where, like Highland by the interstate, where Highlandia is, if you go down Highlandia, there's a short road on the left that runs straight to I-10 called Lavo Lane. At the end of that short street, that's where our headquarters is going to be. It's going to be on Lavo Lane, and the back of it faces the interstate. So we are going to have, like, let me just say this. I'm not going to give it all away, but suffice to say, it will be impossible for anybody driving down I-10 at Highland Road to be unaware that Parish exists. Let me just say, in the same way that you can't drive by I-10 at college without understanding that, like, where Gordon McKernan's office is, you will know where the Parish office is. Bet. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Did Jay Poole jump too early? No. Little came in and on one pitch got the out. Lewis, what's going on? Let's see. Cortland, what's going on? I lost my spot. Oh, dog it. I lost my spot. Lewis said, got any scam coin I can add? No, but Lewis, if you would love to look into crypto, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have about Gamecoin, which is an awesome platform that's being beta tested right now. If you'd like, Lewis, send me your email address or your phone number, and I'll text you the link for the beta testing of the site so you can actually go see the exact, you yourself can use it. I'd love to help you with that, Lewis. So, you can be a troll, and it's morning scone, so I'm not going to say bad words. But instead of being a troll, Lewis, I'll challenge you to that. Send me your number, and I will text you. Text me on my text line. 396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Text me, Lewis, and say I'm the gentleman from Morning Scone, and I will send you the link so you personally can see the beta testing of the platform of GamePoint. I would love to do that. Please. I'm sure you won't, because this is evidence of who you are. And never mind the fact that we've also gone through a full SEC investigation because of people like you. And the SEC has given us full clearance to continue and move and develop the platform. And the fact that one person, David Mailer, has personally funded the entire thing without taking a single dollar out. And even every donation that GameCoin has made has not come from the liquidity of GameCoin. It has come from David Mailer personally, so as not to affect the price of the token. But you can believe whatever you want because you're you, and you come under an alias on a morning show like this on a stream and decide to lob your bombs because you're probably a generally unhappy person in life. But I'll pray for you and hope all's better. But I'm going to challenge you to that, Lewis. You text me on my text line, and I will personally send you the link to beta test the GameCoin platform. I will personally send it to you. But you won't, because obviously it's ways to just be a loser like you are. Luis, what up? Bubba, what up? Front chalk of the box is in play, same as the baseline's in play. That makes sense. Jacob, what's up? How can I snag one of the sweets? Jacob, I'm telling you, man, we'll have them. Be on the lookout. We will plan a. Boy, it would have been good to do it today for Skeens' debut. We will plan a hat party soon for a watch party. We'll go somewhere. We'll go to Pluckers or somewhere, and we'll sling tons of hats. Maybe we can do it next week. Let me look at what are the game times for Ole Miss next weekend. Let's see. Thursday is 6. Friday is 6:30. Saturday is 1. Maybe like next Friday, the 6:30 game. Maybe we'll do a watch party Friday at Pluckers or something like that. So, and we'll give away tons of hats.
Yeah, I think you have to go out there.
Devin, you don't have to say bad words. I'll do it for you. I know you will, Devin. Devin, you're my guy, bro. Devin's the enforcer. Well, gentlemen, and not so sure. Look, I was trying to be polite. Got it, Jacob. Okay, we might be just about done here. Appreciate y'all for watching. Do me a favor, if you're on YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe up to the channel, Facebook, like the Matt Scone page, share the post. Again, we're here at Brock. Got about 48 minutes left of the game day prep event. It's been really fun to be here. They've been rolling since 7 a.m. Big tip of the cap. To Kate here in marketing and obviously Dina with the Brock Foundation putting on an awesome event, and just the people of Brock. I mean, think about what they're doing. I mean, their doctors are here, their whole staff is here, and they're doing a totally free event, just free physicals for junior high school athletes all the way up to 18 years old, and they've been here since 7 a.m. on a Saturday for free. Like, that's why I love being partnered with people like Brock. Like, this is a community event where you've had tons of young people, athletes, both boys and girls, all different ages, come through here today. And Brock's doing an awesome thing to do it because it's their passion. It's one of the reasons I love them. So I love being partnered with Brock. So shout out to Brock, Boundaries Orthopedic Clinic, brortho.com, brortho.com. Of course, you can still get by and get your physical here for another 45 minutes. So if you had a kiddo that's trying to get their physical, come on by on Blue Bonnet. Right in the side of the Surgical Specialty Center, first floor. You walk in, you can't miss it. You see big tents and everything up outside. So I'll be here until noon. So see some of y'all. All right, go Tigers and go Paul Skeens. Good luck on the debut. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you. Peace.